Oh, this is awesome.
The following contest is a championship first round match. And from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Trish Stratus.
Trish Stratus, the first woman to main event a Monday Night Raw.
Plain and simple, she may be the single greatest female superstar to ever step foot in a WWE ring.
Yeah, a true trailblazer in the women's division. What a treat to see Trish Stratus in action here tonight.
And from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Natalya.
Product of the Hart family dungeon, carrying on the legacy of the legendary Hart family in sports entertainment. Natalya always ready to handle things inside the ring.
Yeah, the daughter of Jim the Animal Neidhart, the niece of WWE Hall of Famer Bret the Hitman Hart.
She's got the power of her father and the finesse of her uncle. Maybe the most respected superstar in the entire women's division.
Hey, Michael, Corey.
What?
It's glow time!
I'm surprised you enjoy this much, Saxton, seeing as how you're afraid of the dark.
From Orlando, Florida, Naomi.
Glow's like having a nightlight, so it's okay.
Who once beat Naomi in a dance contest?
Oh, no. Don't say it.
I really did.
You pull a muscle?
She's got nothing on me.
Is a two-time SmackDown Women's Champion and one of the best all-around athletes in the entire WWE Universe.
But she continues to back everything she's done in the past up with substance here in WWE. How can you not bob your head, Corey, when Naomi comes out? How can you not get lost in the moment? Go ahead, Naomi, get it, girl!
I'm an unbiased broadcaster, Saxton.
Or just a grump.
Oh, yeah. Ever so dangerous.
And from Dallas, Texas, Ember.
Guys, we have a big-time tag team match coming up here.
A big-time match with big-time stakes, Michael. Neither one of these superstars can afford a loss right now. Ember Moon is a joy to watch, guys.
Ember possesses one of the most devastating and breathtaking signature moves in the business, the Eclipse. Her opponents had better watch out.
What an ovation!
Naomi is in the house.
Aside from Saxton's commentary, this has all the makings of an epic match.
Not so fast. Hurricane Rana.
Good grief.
Byron, one thing we learned very early on about Ember Moon is that she can overcome any adversity thrown her way.
Yeah, I think she proved that most in 2017 when she was sidelined for several weeks due to a shoulder injury, but eventually returned to capture the NXT Women's Championship later that same year.
Going for the cover. No, they're not done yet, not even close.
That's why she's considered Canada's greatest export, folks. If I could reinforce what Byron was saying about Ember Moon's NXT Women's Championship victory, what made it so impressive, in my opinion, is that she had to defeat not one, but 3 other women to capture the gold.
That's right, it was at TakeOver War Games where Ember Moon turned back Nikki Cross, Peyton Royce, and Kairi Sane to become NXT Women's Champion. Trish Stratus is one of the most beloved superstars in the WWE, but her past is filled with betrayal, as Stratus sought higher status in WWE. Just ask Chris Jericho.
She goes for the cover. Kicks out on the pinfall attempt.
Still a lot more fight left.
Byron brought up Trish Stratus' past with Chris Jericho, perhaps the biggest betrayal in WrestleMania history. Stratus attacked Jericho, and Y2J tried to defend her honor at WrestleMania 20.
Did you forget about that disgusting bet Jericho made with Christian? Stratus did nothing wrong that night, and Jericho still owes Christian that Canadian dollar. In order to be a premier tag team, a superstar and their teammate must have that continuity where they're a well-oiled machine inside the ring. I'm talking about classic techniques like cutting the ring in half, isolating your opponent, relegating them to your corner, and making frequent tags so that the fresh man is always in the ring. That's how you keep your opponents off balance.
Corey, a few moments ago, you took us through what it takes for a tag team to be successful. Continuity between tag team partners is crucial. When a team is able to keep one opponent in the ring for an extended period of time without making a tag, they're able to focus their attack on one individual and one body part.
And that's when things really start to take shape if you're on the tag team that's in control of the match. When you look at the tag teams who dominate...
Ember Moon is getting ready. Here is Trish Stratus in position now. Trish Stratus making her move. Going all the way up.
Oh, nasty impact.
There have been times in sports entertainment when unlikely duos have formed and over time they develop and bond and become an outstanding tag team combination. The team that immediately comes to mind is the powerhouse duo of Cesaro and Sheamus. After their thrilling best-of-7 series, I wouldn't think they'd develop into a top tag team.
Look at that power, Byron. Man, that is just... When Sheamus would develop into a premier tag team, over time the Super... Ember Moon is getting ready.
Schoolboy! Trish is absolutely on fire right now.
Hurricane Rana.
Oh, breakneck speed. What a Hurricane Rana.
This is going to be big, one way or another.
Arguably one of the greatest female performers in WWE history, Trish Stratus earned an incredible...
There it is. She's made the tag.
And her partner is on absolute fire right now.
Oh, right in the face. Destroyed.
Going all the way up. Byron mentioned Trish's 7 championships, and what makes that number even more incredible is the fact that she won them all between 2001 and 2006.
And as we've seen during her return at WrestleMania in 2011, or the first ever Women's Royal Rumble match in 2018, Trish can easily put herself back in the women's title picture.
Wisely bringing the action back into the ring.
Natalya's version of the sharpshooter taught to her by her uncle, WWE Hall of Famer Bret Hitman Hart, is perfectly executed and can snap an opponent's back like a twig.
You can see the confidence just...
Oh, and she makes the tag.
And not a moment too soon, Michael. Look at this. Whoa! Hurricane Rana!
Unbelievable athleticism.
Naomi feels awfully good about herself, and the crowd does too.
Natalya has certainly learned this business from some of the best. When the Queen of Hearts takes that first step and turns over her opponent, the sharpshooter's locked in, which means it's all over for Natalya's adversary.
The sharpshooter is one of the most famous finishing maneuvers in sports entertainment. All it takes is seeing Natalya slap the submission on an opponent to see why.
During the rivalry between the Hardy Boys and Cesaro and Sheamus over the Raw Tag Team Championship, the teams became very familiar with one another. In June of 2017, the teams met in a 2 out of 3 falls bout on Monday Night Raw. The most important fall in a 2 out of 3 falls contest is the first fall.
She goes for the cover.
She is on fire.
We're looking at complete domination here. She's looking a little unsteady. The 2 out of 3 falls match that saw the Hardy Boys go at it with Cesaro and Sheamus was a throwback of sorts. Throughout the 1960s and 70s, championship title defenses and grudge matches were often decided in the 2 out of 3 falls format. Cesaro and Sheamus didn't waste any time and scored the decisive first fall after a brogue kick rocked Jeff Hardy.
Cesaro and Sheamus wanted to continue their domination of Team Extreme, but the Hardys had other ideas as Matt tied things up at 1 fall apiece after a twist of fate on the Swiss sideboard. After a swanton bomb by Jeff Hardy, the match broke down and the 3rd fall was ruled a double countout.
We saw the return of many legends in the 2018 Women's Royal Rumble. She counters before it's too late. Trish is in trouble.
You touched on Trish Stratus' Royal Rumble return, and she accomplished plenty from her final entry slot. She eliminated 3 competitors and lasted until the final 5.
Yeah, and the trio Trish eliminated were impressive indeed. Trish helped eliminate Nia Jax and single-handedly tossed out both Natalya and Mickie James. Stratus proved that she can still hang with today's top talent with that strong Rumble performance.
Here we go. When she gets in attack mode, look out. At the elbow. Watching Ember Moon the past few years, Corey, one thing I've learned is that her drive to succeed may be unmatched.
I don't disagree, Cole. It's that drive that makes her so hard to defeat and nearly impossible to game plan for. How do you prepare for a woman who refuses to lose?
We've seen some great tag team action over the years here in WWE, and I can attest that this is no different. As Corey mentioned, preparing for Ember is not easy, especially given that she has no quit in her. But that said, Byron, perhaps replicating what Shayna Baszler did to Ember at TakeOver New Orleans would be a good approach.
Well, as vicious as it may sound, if Ember refuses to quit, you might have no other choice than to render her unconscious, much like Shayna did.
Man, what a slam! And that's the tag to Naomi. Look at this, suplex. Naomi has her right where she wants her. There it is. It is Stratus locked in.
Looks like Trish's night is over, guys. Jeez, my neck hurts after that.
We saw the return of not today, guys.
I can't believe she broke out of that, Michael. Ooh.
Back inside the ring now.
Brought in the hard way.
Flash! What impact!
Naomi wants to fly.
Two, you touched on Trish Stratus' Royal Rumble return, and she accomplished plenty from her final entry slot. She eliminated 3 competitors and lasted until the final 5.
Yeah, and the trio Trish eliminated were impressive indeed. Trish helped eliminate Nia Jax and single-handedly tossed out both Natalya and Mickie James. Stratus proved that she can still hang with today's top talent with that strong Rumble performance. Arguably one of the greatest female performers in WWE history, Trish Stratus earned an incredible 7 women's championships in her illustrious career. You gotta believe this one's over.
Oh, what a snapmare.
Oh, perfectly executed.
She's looking at it. Byron mentioned Trish's 7 championships, and what makes that number even more incredible is the fact that she won them all between. Amazingly, she works her way free.
Cole, there may be no beating her here tonight.
In off the tag.
And look at the quickness by Trish Stratus.
Naomi feels awfully good about herself, and the crowd does too.
Going to the top, high risk.
Over the last few years, the tag team scene in WWE is hotter than it's ever been. One of the teams that has shined brighter than any other is the New Day. Xavier Woods, Big E, and Kofi Kingston are 2-time tag team champions. But it was their second reign that put the New Day name in WWE history books forever.
A high-risk maneuver in the works from that top turnbuckle. The tag team competition right now is as heated as it's ever been since the Attitude Era. Everywhere you look, there's another tremendous tag team combination looking to make a run at the WWE Tag Team Gold. When we talk about the New Day, the team won a fatal 4-way match in their second tag team title reign at 2015's SummerSlam.
I may think the power of positivity stinks like a bag of rotting garbage, and that Woods, Kingston, and Big E are idiots. But I'll give the New Day this. They're one of the greatest tag teams ever. And what put them in that category was when their tag team championship reign lasted a record-setting 483 days.
In a tag team big move coming. Oh my goodness, what a dive. Game, set, match. This one is over.
Now that got those shoulders on the mat. 2, 3. A win like that says a lot about a duo.
Here are your winners, Naomi and Ember Moon.
The shoulders are down for 3, and this one's in the books.
Now that's having a game plan and executing it to perfection.